Cloud Shell Editor makes it easy for you to run code from your web browser and deploy it to the cloud. And Google Kubernetes Engine makes it easy to deploy, manage, and scale your containerized applications using Google infrastructure. So, you might be wondering, can I write the code for my Google Kubernetes Engine apps in Cloud Shell Editor? Yes, you definitely can. With its cloud code integration, Cloud Shell Editor gives you the power to write code for your Kubernetes application, test and debug the app locally, create Google Kubernetes Engine clusters, and finally, deploy your app to a cluster. In this video, we're going to learn how to use Cloud Shell Editor to deploy an application to Google Kubernetes Engine. Let's go. First, visit ide.cloud.google.com to launch the Cloud Shell Editor. On the status bar at the bottom of your screen, click Cloud Code. From the Cloud Code menu, click New Application and then select Kubernetes Application for the type of sample app we want to create. After that, we'll get a list of Google Kubernetes Engine samples to choose from. Let's go with the Go Hello World option. Next, select a folder in your Cloud Shell environment to save your application to and give it a name. If that looks good, click Create New Application. Cloud Shell Editor loads the files for your sample app into a new workspace. You can see the list of files in the Explorer panel located on the left side of the screen. Now let's go ahead and test our app locally. For this next section, you will run your application on a local Kubernetes cluster in Cloud Shell. In the top menu, click Terminal and then New Terminal. This opens up a new Cloud Shell terminal window at the bottom of your screen. In your terminal, run minikube start to start your local minikube cluster. Once your cluster is set up, you will see a confirmation message. From the Cloud Code menu, select Run on Kubernetes and confirm that you want to use the minikube context. The output panel displays the progress as your app is built and deployed to the local minikube cluster. Once your app is built, you can launch it by hovering over the URL link displayed in the output panel and clicking Open Web Preview. Congratulations! If you see this page, that means you've successfully run your first app on Kubernetes using Cloud Code. Now let's go ahead and modify the app. To learn more about this Hello World app, you can browse the files in the Explorer tab. At a high level, it includes a Go Hello World web app in main.go that returns a templated It's Running response to all received requests. There's also a load balancer service called Go Hello World External in hello.service.yaml that exposes the app by describing a Kubernetes service. Now let's go ahead and modify the app. Select the main.go file and replace It's Running with It's Redeploying. The file saves and rebuilds automatically. You can monitor your app's progress in the output panel. This is Cloud Code's watch mode, but it's something you can turn off if you want. Once your app finishes building and deploying, refresh your open tab to see the updated app. To analyze your app while it's running, use the log viewer to monitor its logs. Open the command palette by selecting View, Find Command. Type Cloud Code View Logs and click on it. This opens up the log viewer, which allows you to filter and navigate the logs for your app. In the deployment section, select Go Hello World. Now refresh your app in the browser. Come back to the log viewer and click the Logs Refresh button to see new logs. You should see a new message for the latest GET request. So far, you've been running your app locally. Now it's time to push your app to a remote cluster. First, you'll need to create a new Google Kubernetes Engine cluster to deploy your app to. Click on the Cloud Code Kubernetes icon in the navigation bar. This Kubernetes Explorer makes Kubernetes development easier by simplifying cluster creation and management. Hover over the Kubernetes Explorer bar and click on the plus sign. Select Create GKE Cluster. In the Create Cluster wizard, select your Google Cloud project. You'll need to select some properties for the cluster you're going to launch, such as the zone or region, cluster name, and any other selections. Click Create Cluster. Cluster creation may take a few minutes, but once it's created, your cluster is listed within the Kubernetes Explorer view. Finally, let's deploy your app to the new GKE cluster. From the Cloud Code menu, select Run on Kubernetes. Confirm your newly created cluster as the context for your deployment. Confirm the default option for your image registry. Once your app is successfully deployed, you can launch it via the link displayed in your output panel. Congratulations, you've just created and run your first Kubernetes app on GKE. Don't forget to delete your cluster using the GKE Explorer to avoid any unwanted charges. Just right-click your cluster and select Delete Cluster. Want to try this out yourself? Check out the interactive tutorial linked in the description below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more Cloud Shell Editor videos.